Good morning, Freedom Village. I'm Noah.
And I'm Ashley.
And welcome to your favorite morning show where we bring you all the latest news and updates from our wonderful retirement community right here in beautiful Holland, Michigan.
That's right, Noah. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee in the bistro or enjoying the newspaper in the atrium, we're here to kickstart your week with a smile and a whole lot of fun.
Absolutely, Ashley. And speaking of fun, we've got a jam-packed episode lined up for you today. From community events and activities to heartwarming stories and maybe even a few surprises along the way.
And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with all the important news and announcements from right here at Freedom Village.
So, grab your cup of joe, settle in, and get ready to start your week the Freedom Village way.
Stick around, folks. The Monday morning show starts right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh, it is Monday morning once again.
Is.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I am also doing really well.
Good. Did you have a great weekend?
I did have a great weekend.
Did you go to any really fun concerts with any really cool friends?
I don't know that I have any real cool friends, so...
Well, fine. Do you realize that this is the last week of June?
That's crazy.
And the next time we see them, it'll be July.
That is actually so wild. How did June go so quickly?
So fast.
It just started yesterday. Just yesterday.
It did.
Wow.
What are we going to do for this last week of June?
Well, today at 6:30 we are heading out for another beach walk and Captain Sunday trip because it's summertime.
Always so good.
So good.
And we are so excited about what we have going tomorrow on Tuesday afternoon. At 3 o'clock, we are having a summer sock hop in the backyard.
We sure are.
We are. We're going to have rockabilly music by Jessie Ray and the Carolina Catfish, photo ops with the classic car, delicious snacks, refreshing cocktails, and of course, so much fun with our Freedom Village friends and neighbors.
And hopefully everyone will dress up like it's the 1950s. I know I'm going to.
I'm going to.
So everybody should, I think.
Get those poodle skirts, leather jackets.
Your saddle shoes. It's going to be awesome.
It is. And if that wasn't enough fun for you yet, we are heading downtown to Hops at 84 East for dinner.
On Tuesday night?
On Tuesday night.
Oh my goodness.
I know, busy day. Be sure to sign up in Touchtown if you would like to join.
And if that still wasn't enough fun,
more!
At 6:45 we are going to Collin Park for another week of American Legion Band concerts. Hopefully this week's will be a little bit cooler than last week's concert.
Yes.
It was a hot one.
It was a scorcher.
Sure was.
Well, Wednesday morning at 9:30 in the auditorium, it is our monthly Resident Advisory Council meeting.
Rack.
Where you get a chance to hear updates and ask questions of our team leaders and your RAC resident representatives.
Whew.
Yeah, that was a mouthful.
Come back to the auditorium at 2 p.m. for a brain health seminar with memory care manager Andrea Wayner as she talks about the following topics: healthy habits and lifestyle changes that support a healthy brain, early warning signs of dementia and Alzheimer's, the latest research and treatment in the fight against dementia and Alzheimer's. And come get some good information.
Yeah, that should be very informative.
Sure should.
At 4 o'clock on Wednesday, we are hopping on the bus and heading to Shelby, Michigan for the fish boil.
I'm so excited for the fish boil.
It's always such a good time.
I cannot wait for the cherry pie.
Best part.
And the onions. On Thursday at 3 p.m., join the wellness team for your monthly educational program. This month, the therapy team will be doing a balance clinic. And then, how should we finish this day?
Bingo!
Bingo! It is bingo night. It's been a minute since we've had a bingo night.
It has.
So we are excited for bingo night at 7:15 in the auditorium. Be there or be square.
Well, that sounds like a damn good week.
Did I just hear a 4-letter word come out of your mouth?
Well, curse words have been through a lot of doggone stages to get where they are today. Mark Twain once said that under certain circumstances, profanity provides a relief denied even to prayer.
Wow.
And people have been swearing just as long as they've been praying.
That's not surprising to me, actually.
No.
Yeah, okay.
What is considered cursing or swearing has always depended on what was taboo at that point in time. Whether it be blasphemous or simply crude, these off-limits words and topics have shifted over time too. The phrase 4-letter word was first used as a euphemism for swear words in the 1920s.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
It is, and for good reason.
For good reason? I would guess that a lot of the swear words have 4 letters.
Well, of the approximately 84 commonly used American English swear words, 29 of them have 4 letters, including some of the most popular.
I didn't know there were that many swear words.
Let's see. Let's start listing. Today, we are going to see what the ladies of the Village View think about these naughty words.
Real quick. All right, welcome back, ladies. This morning we have with us Margaret Elhart, Lynn McCoskey, and Sandy Frauenheim here for another edition of the Village View. Oh, shoot. Let's talk about swearing and cursing. It's intriguing how we use certain words to express intense emotions or emphasize points. These can both be positive or negative, and the same words can be used both ways. While there are many people who use 4-letter words like commas between words, there are others who would never let one slip out of their mouth. And many of us fall somewhere in between. Today, ladies, I want you to talk about these words and their everyday use. Let's start with where are they appropriate and where are they definitely not appropriate. And then let us know, do you curse? What's your favorite curse word?
What do we really define as cursing? You know?
So that's a good question.
And what is acceptable to me may not be acceptable to you, or what I find very offensive, you may not. And having been a teacher for many years in middle school and high school, I have heard most of them. I had a funny rule. I came, from up north, and down here everyone was speaking Spanish. So I established a rule. You had to speak in English, because if you were speaking Spanish, you were doing one of two things. You were either swearing or you were talking about me, and both of those are not acceptable.
Right. Okay.
Did it work? Somewhat, because I never did know what they were saying.
Right. Now, the actual cuss word, I think you're right. There is a lot of cuss words that, people say, oh, damn, oh, darn, oh, shoot, oh, bother, like Winnie the Pooh, oh, bother. I mean, that there are things that you are actually saying a word like a swear word, but it's not a swear word. I think that has a little bit different connotation than the actual swearing at someone. And that makes a difference too, whether you're saying it maliciously, if you're saying it just because it's every other word you say, but it doesn't have a direction, or are you saying it because everybody else says it? That's cursing is, to me, a bad thing. If it's used with a vehement thought in your mind, like I can remember an incident, my mother, she was in early dementia, and I had took her on the golf course, and she really didn't want to be there. She didn't know what golfing was, and I had her in a cart. We're going along, and I had to play because we had I had a partner, and we were expected to play as a team. And she sat in the cart like this for so long, and Nada, my partner, was out there hitting golf. My mother, who wouldn't say a swear word if her mouth was full of a swear word, looked at Nada and she said, I'm going to put a curse on her. My mother! So I thought, I think my mother was quite serious that day about, she would have cursed if she could have thought of anything to say. But she was not happy out there on the golf course, and she let it be known.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what'd you say about your granddaughter, though?
Oh, and it comes out just out of her mouth. And I just call their name, or some of them I just have to look at. The trouble is the girls are freer with that than the boys. The boys, well, the older ones, a couple might be. But, you know, oh, why are you so square? You know, well,
That's
I
fine.
didn't talk like that.
Actually, 6.
You know,
Yeah.
they just say it freely. Like, she burned herself, and of course then out it came the 4-letter word.
See, I could see where that you would say that at some time. You know, you would just go, oh. But to use that kind of language, I just don't use that kind of language. I
don't either.
It's just not in my thing, and I don't hear my grandchildren use it or my kids use it. So we must really be square or something. Now, does that mean that sometimes you don't? So yeah, occasionally, yes, you do swear. It just kind of pops out.
Right.
But as a general rule, it's just not in my range of stuff.
It's never been in none of our families'
And I
vocabulary.
guess I taught school earlier than you do. I taught 1st and 2nd grade, so they didn't know how to do that early.
It's pretty common nowadays.
Well,
It's in your sentences, almost every conversation, you know, there's the swear word. And I think, you know, it becomes too acceptable.
That's right.
And then it just kind of slides right out. And I don't think people realize how offensive it is when you build up such a habit of saying it so frequently.
Now, who would in your family, Lynn, would say it? Like, where do you hear it?
I don't hear it in my family at all.
Where do you hear it? In the bistro?
Mostly television. Oh, I don't hear it here.
I don't hear it here.
I don't hear it here.
No,
I
that's
don't
what I
hear
was
it here.
saying.
No,
It's not.
no,
Okay.
I don't. And I think the section of the country has a little bit.
Well, I think there's a
Big
lot to
city.
do with it.
Big high schools, big things, a lot of it.
Right.
Where it's, this one says it and then, well, you have to be acceptable, you have to do that. Probably get killed when you got home, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, all of
yeah.
that, you know. But it just,
Well, we were talking about it at lunch today, and I said, you know, you can say damn to somebody. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, damn it. When you get angry. But if you put God in front of it,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a curse
right.
to me.
right.
Now, I can
Yeah.
go around and say darn it, damn it, you know, and I'm not hurting anybody or like putting a curse on anybody. But if you put God in front of it, that to me is a serious cursing word. So I guess that's where I draw the line. A lot of the other curse words that you hear a lot with the youngsters is just teenagers to me.
Big
Most
teenagers.
adults, yeah, most adults don't use that in their common everyday sentences, but the youngsters do. And they'll probably grow out of it.
I heard someone make a comment when they did put God in front of it, and the person that happened to be there, and I was there, are you praying? Should we all be praying now? Well, no, I wasn't praying, but
Mm-hmm. So they're making a point.
and it also made
Yeah.
it leveled everything off.
Right.
You know,
Well, higher power is a higher power, and you don't want to use his word,
no,
his
no,
name.
No.
So that would be where I would draw the line. That to me would be cursing.
And maybe I'm just around old people too much, or you don't hear enough young people because, you know, I just don't hear it. And maybe I don't watch the same TV shows. Do you hear it on the news?
No.
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 See?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, am I
Uh-uh.
missing something?
There's a couple words. Well, Gayle King will say badass on TV.
Well,
That
that's
must
not to
be
me, that's
okay.
not.
but that's not.
Right.
That's not to me a swear word.
No. And then they will say that really pissed me off.
Yeah, that's not.
That's allowed on television. Those are the only two things I've ever heard on TV. I'm talking drama shows
Yeah.
where they might, you know, use.
Well, drama shows are different because you're doing a drama.
right.
And in a drama, you would go to an extreme. But I think we were also asked what our famous curse word was. Weren't we asked that question? What's your famous word?
Favorite.
I would think probably mine would be, oh shit. You just
Right.
kind of do, and you don't do it. You're just either disappointed or something broke or the
But I would never
meat
say
pie
it like
burned or something.
in the
or other.
bistro or in the dining room.
No.
And if it would slip out, oh boy, I'd be mortified. I mean, that's just something that I would say at home.
Well, I told you, I said it on the golf course, and a little guy, probably 6, went home and told his father. First I cheated, and then I said bad words.
Well, we always knew about that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So what's your favorite
Still
word?
water runs deep, Mark.
That's right.
What's your favorite first word?
Probably what you said. Oh,
She didn't
but
say
I'll
it, though.
usually not say it. You know, I don't say it really out loud.
I
But that-
probably say it out loud if I
I
get
say it
sick.
out loud if I'm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but I would not say it out in public if I could. I mean, I suppose if I stubbed my toe or something,
I
I
was going
might.
to say if you fell down and like sprained your ankle and something,
Yeah,
that would
then
probably
I
pop
might.
right out of
Oh
my
yeah,
mouth.
because I did fall on Hilton Head, and then I reached back and I looked like this and had blood, and I went, oh shit,
Yeah, see?
off to the ER. But it's not a normal conversation.
no,
No.
no.
I wonder, do you think now in households, we were talking about younger kids, is it more common, do you think, now in households?
I think so. I really do. I think it's a lot of it's just, well, everyone talks like that. No, not everyone talks like that. But in their group, maybe that's how they talk.
It might be an age issue. Yeah, that's how they talk to one another. I don't think they talk to other people that way, but I think in their own peer group, that's how they talk. Yeah.
Well, I have to overhear my grandchildren when they talk now, see if I can pick up something.
I've never heard my grandchildren, either one of them, and I have 3, a boy and 2 girls, and I've seen the boy is raising two babies, and I never hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
I often wonder if it's a difference between education, intelligence, or more acceptable language.
There have been some studies that have come out that said that people that curse more are more intelligent.
And
What?
I've always heard that it was
I've never heard that.
I haven't either.
Maybe I'll go using it once a week now.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
No, but it's,
No, I've not heard that.
I always heard it was an unintelligent person expressing themselves because they couldn't think of anything else to say. Oh, you know.
I just thought it's the emotional reaction.
I agree.
You know, it's not necessarily what I would call speaking in profanity.
well, when I have heard them use like burn yourself or something like, then they will use the 4-letter word.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-letter word we keep avoiding saying,
Yes, I was going to say.
which does not come out of our mouths.
Yeah.
Which one of you is going to say it for the
We're
camera?
not. We're not.
Well,
You can't make us.
well, they just say that Frauenheim and that word have something in common.
Too many letters in Frauenheim.
Yeah.
So we're not getting the F word out of
You're
anyone
not
here
getting the
today.
F word.
Oh,
Well, thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, ladies. It is always so fun to hear what you think.
And with that, another Monday comes to close.
How could it be over so quickly? It's
So
barely
quickly.
even begun. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. And until next week, that's Ashley.
That's Noah.
And this has been Monday Morning.
Bye.